Well, thank you for joining Wolf Game Theory today, as always, and just know nothing in the show is to be construed or interpreted as financial advice. Also, any guest of the show is not reflective of the opinions and or point of view of Wolf Game Theory and should be considered opinion. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody out there on the farm. This is the Wolf Game Theory, and we're coming to you as usual with myself, Mr. Layer Cake, joined by
Neil Bottle.
And today we're going to talk Wolf Game Alpha Game. We're going to do the run through and start at the top with some serious shuffling happening, with G Money overtaking the real Crypto Corey coach, followed by Panther, Wongsworth, and AJ. In the middle of the pack, we have Real Crypto Coach Corey number 2, followed by Johnny Mo, hot on his heels. Woolish 1026, not too far behind, and Lord Fenrir, who is gathering momentum up the charts rather quickly. Bottom of the pack is Just Some Guy, followed by Friend 721, The Shamdu, aka Corey number 3, Malcode, the Silent Assassin, and then Mr. Anon, number 4775. Going through the history of the recent moves, we look at Just Some Guy not breaking tradition and attacking the top Crypto Coach Corey team. And then Crypto Coach Corey, again following stride after deviating for a little while and taking his frustrations out on G Money, decided to turn the ire back to Panther QB. Next, we look at AJ, who continues his barrage of Wongsworth in hopes of passing him sometime soon. And I do think that with the last-minute jump aboard on him and JMO's team from this Gary VEE drop, we might see a little bit of shuffle in the middle of the pack there. And I feel like this is where AJ and Johnny make their move. We might call that the Valentine's Day Massacre. Moving on, we have
The
Johnny
Red
Mo.
Wedding.
The Red Wedding, exactly. And then we have Johnny Mo continuing the barrage in the top-tiered Crypto Corey. Frenzy 21, again, Crypto Corey taking a barrage from the rest of the field. And then Crypto Corey coach, the last move that he had made, which was on an attack, was an attempt fortification, but we see that was thwarted immediately after by Friend 721. And we look at that, it was real interesting because he held on to that move for quite a while. So,
Yeah, that was interesting. And it comes from the bottom of the field, you know, that way, which we've seen Shamdu do a lot. Malcode, obviously, the Anon has, that just seems to be like a loose cannon. We don't know. It could go low, could go high, you know. Bit of a kind of, I think so. I think something like that. But I'm not too sure too many people have had much contact, but they're still going to do well with that little 8 million stack there loan, you know, like just talked about the site here. We have this event winnings down the side here, which I think that means that maybe they could, you know, we could see another event soon, and we could see these things along the side start to kind of tot up and maybe be more than what the overall pot is, you know, that way. So there could be layers of winning to this, you know, that way. Myself, very, very, very happy G Money's in the lead. It was great to see that happen. I thought he was about to lose it there, and we seen Just Some Guy come in, save the day. Not a lot of heroes wear capes, but he does.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I can tell you, I already looked at Malcode's site, and the next hit is, we've missed a few hits on this because I know we've been off for a few days, but we'll be back to regular-ish scheduling quite soon.
Yeah, there were 2 anonymous hits on G Money.
Yeah, I know, I've seen that. But now the next hit is going to be on Corey.
You think so? Oh, it's
already been for 13,000 wool. Yeah.
The catapult is drawn.
Yeah, so that, I thought that was interesting as well. But that's all good to see. So anyway, get back to this new site we have. So we've got a new startup screen at wolf.game, and then, you know, this little bit of information here.
I love it.
Yeah, and then
it's the organization that we were all asking for, I think.
Exactly.
Everybody was looking to to make it more accessible, to sort of really give it a something you can look at and really learn from, rather than try and find things. Try and find what everything is. It's real. Yeah, it's really cool.
Sub-Zero Labs was something I spotted. I think I had spotted it very early days in the terms of service, but
Sub-Zero.
could not find anything at all on the interwebs about that. But if we go in to start here, it's it's just a lot more information. It's a lot more tidy. There is no kind of not too much added in information. There was something about farmers.
If we go back to that homepage, actually, on the description of the farmer, if we scroll down, where it says,
that's it,
command, nurture, boost. With the power of a farmer in hand, multiply the capabilities of your land in your quest for economic dominance. So let's look over at wolfgame.live right now. As we can see, wool is popping up there right now.
For sure.
We might be able to attribute that to the people sort of gathering for the Valentine's Day massacre. And I think that, the 20,000 wool that was supposedly promised to the team in exchange for the V-Friend drop. So I think that is contributing to this little bit of a run, and the anticipation for an interim game number 2, I believe, too, as well.
Yeah. And if we look at the sheep prices, the Generation Zeros at less than 1% for sale, 63 in total, and the floor is at 1.75. We haven't seen that in a while.
No. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, those survivor sheep are pretty much gone at this point.
Yeah, 3 left. 6 black. Yeah.
And also the gens that, things seem to be up all around, and I think the anticipation is growing for the game. Not just the second interim game, but the actual full game. I think people are sort of batten down the hatches and getting their ducks in a row. When we have these sort of little lulls in the game, it really allows, I think the stress gets to people a little bit. I think when we don't have anything to focus on, and, with the things happening in between moves in the alpha game, I think, there's definitely a high stress situation, because there is quite a bit of value on the line in this game. We're not talking about thousands of dollars. We're talking about millions of dollars here. So, it's intense. And, I think that, when it says here, like the Shep said just a few weeks back, when the game positivity wins Wolf Game, when the game presents challenges, strategize wisely, and spread positivity, all committed players will win wool in Alpha Game. I stand proud of our community's passion and commitment, and grateful for the confidence placed in me, the shepherd. I mean, when I look at things like this, I tend to revert back to my elementary school self, and I'm just looking at the keywords in that, and that's how I sort of decode the shepherd's sentiments sometimes. And I think that, we look at challenges, we look at spread positivity, we look at commitment, and we look at all. And I think that, in community, of course, and grateful, these are words that imply, he flat out said it, positivity. He's trying to facilitate and sort of germinate this positive community, because, from day one, our community has always been positive, even in the light of adversity, or in the face of adversity. When there was tremendous amount of uncertainty, and people were losing their money, the value of things were dropping quite fast, and nobody knew what was going on, the community galvanized, and they stood strong, and they helped each other, and they supported each other, and we were all in this together, And even though Alpha Game somewhat divided us into teams, it's still the fabric of that community is still there.
Oh yeah.
The idea that we will once again reunite to shoot the shit in the voice chat and talk about strategy and what's the future and how stoked we are and bullish we are and how to onboard our friends and how to bring about, a stronger community. So I think we need to keep that in perspective. And I think the several tweets that have come out from the Shepherd to support this idea of, hey, this is getting a little much right now. You guys are, so I think we need to heed those words, and I think we need to really recalibrate what our intentions are and what we're here for, because I think that this community is something that is really near and dear to my heart and special to me, because when you're here from the beginning and when you're here and you watch it grow to this sort of on the precipice of success, it's really hard and you take things really personally. But I think that we all have to keep it in perspective and remember that we're all here to support each other, and we're all here to have fun and play. What I think the key word is and that's game. It's a game.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
yeah,
for all you sheep and wolves out there, it's a game and we're all having fun in the end. So take a deep breath and let's have some fun out there.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Lair, for that. I think that's very important, I'm just here to have a lot of fun and build stuff along the way. And I think that's what most people in this are here for, make friends, make connections in a positive way. And
Absolutely.
not shit on other people. So we'll move on from there and I guess wind it up for today on that lovely positive note.
Just remind people and remind folks.
Oh yes,
if they want to do the thing and get the V friend with the Team AJ or Team JMO.
Yeah, so the rules just really quickly for everybody. AJ or JMO, you need to stake either 20,000 wool, a sheep, or a wolf. And if you stake on both teams, you will get 2 airdrops. If you stake more than that, you won't receive any more than 2. If you put 40 on one, you'll only get 1. It needs to be, a split between both. So if you have a sheep and 20k, a sheep on one and 20k on the other, or if you have 40k wool, 20 in each. If you have 2 sheep, 1 in each. Yeah, you get the drift. So, yeah, I am going to stake. I'm going to flee from Gmoney myself over to Johnny Moe. And it's I'm not happy about it, but it's something.
Well, just one sheep, right?
Yeah, just one sheep, just one. But I think this is it's kind of a historic NFT I want in my wallet more than anything else.
Absolutely.
It's that value for me. And yeah, so I'm gonna go over.
I think Steezy and the upper command of G Money would be very supportive in our decision.
Yeah,
I mean, we still have animals on that team. We still love that team and everything they're about. And who knows what's going to happen with that team. I mean, there's talk of getting something special there. So, yeah, I think it's going to be good. I'm personally going to be staking with Johnny Moe, I think. So, we're both in it to win it. And we're all here to just have a good time and extrapolate value, whether it be emotionally or through NFTs. But I think crossing over communities is what this is about. So I'm out for it.
Excellent. Right. Well, good luck and good night.
Peace.